Alright, it's Thursday now. Just going to do a bit of work on my Supra, get it ready for the dyno. Really, just change the wheels over because semis aren't ideal for dynos apparently. So, it's pretty dark, sorry. So I'm just going to chuck my Hilux wheels on because they fit and they're good size. Fake rotors. Yep, they're not even rotors, they're fake rotors. So deal with it. And then I've got to put spark plugs in that and oil as well. Anyway, here we are. Enjoy if I use this footage or not. Well, that's it. Fit alright too. Maybe just some light. Funny that, because they're pretty well the same size as that, so now my Hilux looks good. So, and I got some fuel today. 60 litres of V85 and a bit more on 98. So now I'll get on with that. Put some spark plugs in her. Yeah, no. Show you this, it's got the R35 coils, a BPP bracket, pretty sure that stands for big PP. So yeah, they're not the expensive coils, but they work, whatever. I'm using BCP A70. 0.8mm gap on them straight out the box. Well, just got back from the tune, drove home, so it obviously hasn't blown up, which is good. Didn't go completely to plan, but you know, I was sort of not surprised, I guess, in a way. Nothing too serious, I guess. Just need to drop the wastegate pressure a bit. It's supposed to be 18 pound how I bought the gate, and it's boosting up to 23, 4, 5 pound, which is quite a lot, but hey, it's a good motor, so we loved it. But yeah, we sort of don't really want to run it at 25 pound on 98 too much, might blow it up. But other than that, tune's all done on 98. Just need to drop that gate pressure down and finish it off, I guess. But all good. Then didn't do flex fuel just because sort of I'm gonna have to bring it back on the dyno anyway, so I may as well just leave 98 in it and deal with that later, and then we can set up the boost and shit properly later on as well. So I've got fuel for drifting. Fuck yeah, chuck it into 180 and might go to X Park soon. But the other thing we had in the morning was a bit of a strange issue. It was running sweet, got it all going, idling, everything all good, and then out of nowhere it decided to not want to idle anymore. And what was happening, it was something's going on with the triggers, so the cam sensor most likely, and we ended up, the cam sensors, there's one there, one there. Only one of them is actually doing anything, which is that one. And we swapped the two sensors over, and the problem was still there. And we even went to the effort of pulling the valve cover off and having a look at inside that trigger wheel thing in there, and you know, just have a look. And obviously couldn't find nothing. Just dropped a bunch of bolts in the dyno, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But found them all, so I'm just going to put them bolts back in that I dropped. So we so that'll still be an issue after looking in that and that. But then we I got the computer out, and sorry it's raining a bit. Yeah, that's shit. Got the computer out and pulled the connector out. Open up the connector, unpinned the cam trigger wiring, the cam 1 and cam 2 sensors, and swapped them over, so cam 2 sensor wiring is what is being used now. If that makes sense. So basically I had two sets of wiring there, and only one of them was being used, so basically I've swapped the wiring from one to the other. So if it was a wiring issue, something wrong with my wiring on that particular bunch of wires, then the problem should be fixed, which I guess it worked because it ended up being alright. But strangely enough, it changed the timing angle, which doesn't really make sense because it's running off the same sensor in the same position and all that. But so we had to change base timing a fair bit as well. It was like 30 degrees off, which is really weird. But yeah, once we did all that, it ran sweet and got on with the tune, put some power in it, sort of fucked around with the boost control situation a bit over here. There's the mag valve, so that's not hooked up no more. Ran it straight into the gate, only on the bottom port. Yeah, just because of, obviously you don't need a boost controller if it's out of control on boost. You can't take boost, you can only add boost. So did that, and then we did some power runs and made some power, and pretty happy with it. Drove home and did hit boost, only in second gear, and yeah, it hits hard. There's the dyno sheet. There we are. Got where is it? There you are, 500 horsepower and nearly 600 newton meters. So it comes on boost pretty hard before, you know, what do we got? That's the boost. So yeah, so it starts coming on at about 3 and it's out before the max boost at 4.5. So it's pretty happy. But yeah, that's not the final thing. It'll probably actually be less. We've got to take beast away. That's only a 98, so it's kind of scary. Fortunately, I can't drive too much because it's raining, and that would be terrifying. But anyway, that's where I'm at with that. Hope you enjoyed my video of dyno stuff, I guess. Got a bit of work to do. I think possibly, after talking with Chris, the issue with the triggers is probably that I have the ground, everything is ground here, including the triggers, the computer, and coils. Now he reckons that the coils are probably, or possibly, interfering with the signals because it's grounded with that. So I'm just going to take the pin out there, hide it away, and then just run another ground over here and call that a day. That way the coils have their own ground, nice and short as well, which is probably better. Just last thing before I finish this video, I'll just show you the issue that I was having there. I got the log thing. I was just running the car out in the shed and it was having that issue at idle. The cam sensor, cam sync issue. So here's the log. If you can see, so that green line is the cam sync trigger to, so 24, 24, then it will just go down to 12 out of nowhere. So it will start missing a tooth or picking up an extra one or something, and then it will go back up. Now the idle is now dropped, and before it gets a chance to recover, it drops out again completely and stalls. So yeah, something's happening with that, and it consistently does it at idle or low RPM. But if I change the filter value to medium, it's sweet. So I've just done that for now, but that does mean that there is noise, electrical noise that trigger is picking up, and really you don't really want to have that filter on there, so I'll try and get rid of some noise, and otherwise I guess it's just going to be on medium. I'll fix up the, I'm going to just put another ground on the ignition coils, so it's not with the same ground as the rest of them. And if that fails, then I don't know, whatever. No, well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.